today I'm going to play Stuka Leader, the World War II European theater solitaire game from DVG, created by Chuck Siegert. This continues on in DVG's Leader series. This puts you in the cockpit of the Germans. You have the European theater, but there was lots of expansions that came out for this game, and I want to thank DVG for all that. In fact, I'll put a link to all my unboxing videos, which was a year ago probably. But I've played this a few times, but I thought I might as well do a play and an after action. I'm not going to do a play-by-play because that might take too long. So I'll probably do, updates as we get started. And right now I am just getting started. I'm setting things up. I decided to do the Dunkirk scenario or the campaign. And I'm probably going to do a short campaign, which is only 2 days. And you get 8 special ops and 10 fuel on there. And since it's Dunkirk, I'm using this overlay. This, to me, looks kind of like the Dunkirk overlay. There's your normal one, so I'll use that as the overlay. There is my fuel, and there are the special ops, and there is 1 medic because as the setup, you get 1 medic. You also remove 2 bogey counters. These are my bogey counters. These are my target counters or sight and bogey counters, the specific ones. My aircraft, I'm not going to pay for anything. I'm going to use my special ops to upgrade some of the pilots. So the planes you can choose from are the 109, the 110, the 87, the 111, and the 17, and then this 88. And since the 109 and 87 are free except for upgrading the pilots, I'll probably start there. I haven't done that exercise yet, but I laid out 4 87s and 4 109s. We'll see if that will get me through the day. 109s more fighters, 87s are dive bombers, and the 87s are kind of the title of the game, so got to use those. So that's where I'm at right now. I've got all my player aids that I probably might need during the game over here. I'm going through once more of the rules since it's been a while since I've played this. But I think I'm pretty close to having things set up. I'll just allocate use my SOs and upgrade the planes and armaments. And, well, I'll have to draw a target card and see where we start. I pulled out all the targets that are needed for this right here, which are the cards listed right there, targets. And there, of course, they're on the board as well. And there you have it. This is Dunkirk. I'm interested in getting into this, and I might try to do, if I can, I might try to do something special if I can get my skills up on this one. Anyway, thanks for stopping by so far. Stay tuned. The next part will be an update. All right, I selected my first target. You get to draw the number of target cards based on your recon, which is 1. So I drew from the target deck, and my target is a strafing run. I can have up to 4 planes go on it. You draw 2 sights for the target and 1 for each approach and 1 bogey. So there's the bogey. We'll find that out when we encounter it. Out of the sight counters, I got a no sight here and a no sight here. So those go back into the cup. The other ones I have 37 millimeter rifleman and a rifleman at the strafing run. It's soft, scramble, friendly fire, FF guns only. So that tells me that I'm going to send just my 109s because they have FF 8 or forward guns 8. I selected the pilots. There's based on the makeup of your squadron is typically, so for this is 1940 scenario. This is a short campaign, so I get 1 newbie, 2 green, 3 average, 1 skilled, and 1 veteran. And so that's how I divided up my pilots. I got a skilled 109 and a veteran Stuka 87 there. So the other thing you need to do, which is this is new to Stuka, is you have to spend fuel and stress. So I'll have to spend 4 fuel. I think that's per plane, and stress per pilot. So I put a stress counter, 1 stress on each of the planes that are going on this mission. And also the skilled gets awareness and Horedo, and then the veteran Stuka gets Horedo. And it looks like since there's nothing in the south approach, I'm going to approach from the south. I think that's most of the setup. Oh, then you put your target thing to point to the target there. Oh, I got to pull the fuel. I think it's for fuel for this. So pay the fuel. I think that's it. And now we can start our engines. Quick update here. I selected my 4 aircraft, which are all 109s. I also added on the Zeal for these pilots. This one has an SA, and this one has a Horito, and I also put that on here. Also, I drew the event card, and you're going to draw 3 events. You're going to draw 1, which is the first over target, then when you're over the center, and then as you're leaving. So this first one, 2 pilots gain 1 Zeal counter each. I guess I don't know if it's limited to who to put it on the pilots that are there. I guess I probably should do that. So I was going to put them on my Stukas for a later mission, so I'll just put these on here. And then as I did the approach, went from here to here. This bogey was identified, and it is a Spitfire. Well, look at it that way. And it came down here to Gruber, or I had Gruber take it on. It tried to do a yo-yo, and so it ended up being at a disadvantage. There's this whole elaborate dogfight sequence. I think this was added in 0 leader. I might be mistaken on that. I don't know if the earlier leader series had this, but I know 0 and Stuka has this dogfight procedure that you were going to roll for the AI for the bandits, and then roll for yourself, and there's a whole way to contribute success. Anyway, I had the advantage and rolled and was able to destroy him, so took out the Spitfire. Now I'm getting ready to move over target. Okay, here's what happened. All 4 fighter planes got into the target area. I drew a card for the event over the target, which is add +2 to attack rolls against sites and bandits. That did help out because the riflemen that were in here took a shot at Koch, or Coke, I've heard it both ways, and inflicted a stress hit and moved his stress up to 2. Richter took out the rifleman. Gruber used its Horito to do an automatic 10 and inflict a hit, used its situational awareness to take another shot, inflicted another hit. Von Kosel struck out, and Koch struck out. Of course, Koch has a -3 to air to ground, so it's kind of hard to roll roll an 8. You got to roll an 8 on its forward fixed guns here. Kind of hard when you're -3. So Gruber did all the heavy lifting and got another hit in a subsequent round, but it took me all 5 turns and then to exit to get that target strafed. This, if you recall, this is a strafing run, and we are at Dunkirk. A couple of things I didn't cover earlier. This on the target, this is the number of aircraft that you can take on the mission, and this is the number of hits. That's why I had to have 4 hits on this, and it was all with FF gun, so only my fixed forward guns could do that. Also, I applied this stress here. This is the stress you add at the end of the mission, and it's based on the location of the target. I did the fuel early on, and I applied the stress the same time I did the fuel. You don't need to do that. You do the stress at the end of the mission. So no need to do, and that's part of the debriefing. Right here is the debriefing. So now I move on to drawing the next target. Since this one I get 3 victory points. Also, you get bonuses for recon and intel, but there was none there, so nothing there. And I could reset the zeal on anybody that has zeal counters, but I didn't use any of that. So oh, and I also drew a coming home event card. I have to pay 1 special ops point to the or the lowest ranked pilot in the next mission suffers -2. So I went ahead and paid that special ops up there. I didn't do that at the beginning. I was going to use some special ops to give some of these pilots some skills. Probably, I didn't want to spend enough to bump them to the next level, so I was probably going to use some skills, but I didn't do that. So I might do that before the next one. Who knows? Alrighty then. So this is day 2 of my 2-day short campaign. And then the new target is a troop column. That's number 32. So I put a little marker there for number 32. And it has 2 sights at the over target, and they both are riflemen. And then it has 1 sight on each location, and then a bogey at each location. These turned out to be no sight, no bogey, and no bogey here. And the rest of the sights are, well, the bogeys will pop up when we approach. And since it is a sight that I need 6 hits on, I'm taking the Stukas in. I'm going to have Gruber be kind of the escort, and the Stukas are going to come in. They can have 50, 250, or 500. The 500 is better for hard targets. This is a soft target, so I'm using the 250s, and their weight is 1, and the Stukas can have up to 3 weight. And I'm going to come in at high because the Stukas need high to do their dive bombing. The last mission I came in low because in order to use your guns you need to come in low. I didn't mention that last turn. So I'm ready to take off here. Let's see what the event is here. Lose 1 fuel barrel for each day in this campaign. It's a 2-day campaign, so I'll lose 2 fuel here, and let's have at it. Alrighty, this mission was A Tale of Two Cities. It was the best of times and the worst of times. The best was I needed to score 6 hits on this target, on this troop column. Was able to do that. Got a VP of 2, and my recon and intel go up 1. However, the worst of times was I had to encounter 2 Spitfires, and the first one took out Gruber. Gruber engaged him. He was my escort, and he got taken out. The other Spitfire took out Lang, so Lang didn't even get to drop his bombs. And this allowed Herman to get over the target. He dropped all 3 bombs, and I rolled very well. Plus, I had some bonuses. There was a bonus on the event card over the target. Plus, since he was my veteran, he had +3 to air to ground, so that helped out a lot. Plus, I've got +3 on the dive. I think I used that right. Anyway, so was able to get 2 hits on each one of these 3. I assume I can drop all 3 at once. It said 1 or more, so I let her rip, okay? I was able to get my 6 hits on the target. As I was trying to escape, though, the rifleman did this vibration on Heitmeyer, but then the Spitfire took him out, so he was shot down too. Herman lost his favorite scarf, and then had another stress added, had stress added. He didn't have any stress on him. but was able to escape to live another day. The question is, there's this whole rules here on when you can engage and when you can't engage. The one thing I was unclear on is, will the bogeys or the bandits follow you into the pre-approach areas, or can you just, if you get here, are you okay? But anyway, I'm letting Herman live the other day. He's the hero of the hour and the only one to come back on this mission. So there you have it. That is a short campaign, 2 days. Let me know what you think. Oh, we got the last event card. Save this card, discard to destroy 2 sites. Oh, I can do that in the future. Take care, all.
Is he done? Yeah.
Thanks for watching.